Hi, it's me Nishma. This is our first episode of Hollywood Bites on Gotaame Ko Production. In this episode, I'll be guiding you through top 10 thrilling movies adapted from our very popular writer Stphen King. Number 10. Storm of the Century. This terrifying story is about an unknown man who turns up during an awful blizzard in some god-forsaken island. He is peculiar and knows how to bend the will of those around him to make sure that he gets what he wants. Number 9. 1408. 1408 stars Samuel L. Jackson and Joan Cusack. It is about a hotel room which has seen a lot of life, so to say, and therefore has quite a dreadful history. Those who visit the hotel keep away from the room, but one brave author decides to check in and prove the rumors wrong. Let's just say he doesn't succeed. Number 8. Pet Cemetery. This movie focuses on a pet cemetery which is haunted, and if you bury your pet there, it will come to life, but not as a cute and loyal creature you remember it to be. A family loses their son and decides to bury him in the same cemetery for some absurd reason. He does come back, but makes it a point to take a dozen people back with him. Number 7. Rose Red. Rose Red is 4 hours long and the plot revolves around a haunted mansion. It may sound clinched and done to death, but the movie is actually pretty good. Most of the scenes are scary and the characters are quite likable. The ending ties up the movie neatly and does not leave the viewer feeling anything less than frightened. Number 6. Misery. Kathy Bates plays Annie Wilkes, a stalker who happens to save an author's life. Hobbling is a word she uses quite often, and those who saw this movie will understand why the mere mention of the word can make somebody cringe for hours. Number 5. Carrie. Carrie White is a young timid girl who is ostracized by her classmates at school. One of them decides that it would be funny to douse the poor girl with pig blood during prom. Carrie gets her revenge by killing everybody in the gym using her telekinetic powers. You'll be getting to watch Carrie and her telekinetic powers again in the remake of this movie, which is to be released around the end of 2013. Number 4. Secret Window. This film stars John Turturro and the legendary Johnny Depp. It is about Mort Renly, a well-known writer who is in the middle of a divorce. An odd man named John Shooter turns up at his doorstep and claims that one of the stories written by Renly is actually Shooter's. He wants to be credited for his work and will not stop till he gets what he deserves. Number 3. The Green Mile. Starring Tom Hanks, Green Mile tells us the story about the lives of guards on the death row are affected by one of the charges, a black man accused of a child murder and rape, yet who has a mysterious gift. Number 2. The Shining. A family heads to an isolated hotel for the winter where an evil and spiritual presence influences the father into violence while his psychic son sees horrific forebodings from the past and the future. This movie is directed by Stanley Kubrick. This movie is considered one of the most terrifying movies of all time. And on the top of our list, we have The Shawshank Redemption. IMdB gave this movie a 9.3 out of 10 rating, which is extraordinary if you know how selective the website is. It is about a banker who spends time in jail after being falsely convicted of a crime. The actors have done a great job and the plot is amazing. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this movie, which makes it a definite must-watch. That's all for this episode of Hollywood Bites. Don't forget to comment and subscribe us. Thank you.